Now, we know that lot are doing very well at the moment, but when you go there, have you seen enough in Liverpool's game to see that there's chinks in their armour that you can exploit? Because clearly your game plan on the training ground isn't going to be, it's a game of football, anyone can win.
Of course, any team have their problems, even the best ones, and we try to find that. But to be honest, I'm really focused on our basics. So more than try to find different things in Liverpool shape, I'm just really focused on the way we're supposed to play our game. So our focus was not that, was clearly how we must play to win a football match and to implement our idea.
If you're going to beat the best teams, surely it goes beyond just doing the basics right. Yeah. You have to find faults in them and pick holes in those faults and take advantage of it.
That is clear, but when you don't have the basics, you can know everything, you cannot do it. So let's focus on the basics. Of course, we have one more training is going to be really focus on also the opponent, but during these 2 days was our basics and our thing, our idea to play football.
Simon. Ruben, you were very honest after the Newcastle game and mentioned relegation. Is it important that the players understand that danger and that they don't think they are too good to be dragged into that kind of fight?
Yeah, I know that is a problem here to say that kind of things, but I think in this moment in our club, everybody has to understand that. So let's focus on the reality. We know that we are Manchester United. I'm not supposed to talk about these things, but I want to be very clear with the fans and the players. I think that is really important in this moment. So anything can happen, but we are focused on to win games and to improve our performance, and then that is not an issue in the future.
And do you sense that the players are hurting, that they are shocked by what's happened over the last few weeks?
Yeah, but they are anxious and sometimes afraid on the pitch. So we have to cope with that. We need the leaders to step up to help the other guys, and I'm the most responsible person here to improve the performance. So you can see that the players are trying. Sometimes they are too anxious, too afraid to play football because this is a difficult moment, and I will help the players to be better.
Joe.
Hi. Okay. Guardiola explained that when a manager loses, sometimes it can be hard to eat or sleep. I just wondered how you approach it, because you have to have time when you're not thinking about football. So what have you done in the last week to kind of get your mind away so you're fresh for training?
Yeah, you can see in my face, you can compare the way I arrive and now. Of course, when you are, there's a lot of pressure. And for me, it's more the proud and also the performance. I think it's harder when we don't perform well, because when I arrive, I explain everything before. Even when you guys were talking about after Everton about the top four, I explained. So I was expecting this, but it's hard to cope with all the problems here in the bad performance, and the losses is really hard. It's supposed to be really hard. The only thing that can help me is the training with the players, and I also have my family now here, so it's so much different and can help me a lot.
Can I ask when they arrived, Ruben?
27 was a good day to arrive.
Thank you.
Last question, Dom.
Ruben, you talked about the players feeling anxious on the pitch, and the mood among the fans is probably one of the causes of that as well. And obviously the Newcastle game was difficult. Is there any way you can alleviate that tension among the fans to then transfer to the players?
No, for you guys sometimes it's hard to understand, but I came from a different culture. What happened in the second half in the game, and I had some friends there, it's unbelievable. They support us, and you can look at the table. And we lose 4 in a row. And to be really honest, I think Newcastle turned off a little bit. And the supporters were amazing. So, again, I cannot ask anything about for the support. Maybe a little bit more patience we need. They had a lot during these last years, but I cannot say nothing to the supporters. They are tired of this moment, and we need to do our job to help the supporters in this moment.
They're chanting your name, but you asked them not to, were they?
Sorry?
Are they allowed to keep chanting your name even though you said not to?
That is so strange. I will do my best. I'm giving everything to help the club, and we are going to succeed.